This is a documentary about the origin of canines and the history on how they have come so far along to help provide services as well as becoming man's best friend.
Hello there, my name is George. I'm the writer for Common Dogs Weekly. Dogs are everywhere. You can find them at parks, neighborhoods, and heck, even in your local store. They are loyal, loving, and caring, and they make great companions for anyone around. They help us in many ways in which you may not know. And today, we'll be teaching you more about our fellow companions in this documentary. Come on, Sue. Let's go. What's your dog's name?
Flounder.
Flounder? Alright, that's a cool name. Is it a girl or a boy?
He's a boy.
He's a boy? Nice. How long have you had him?
Since he was born September 14th, 2017.
Oh, nice.
And I got him in November.
Sweet. Did you get him at a dog shelter or did you find him in the streets?
I found him off a breeder through a friend.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. Nice. And what's one of the things that you love most about your dog?
He's funny. We just went down the slide right now.
Oh, that's cool.
I go running with him. He's really friendly and he has like a really bubbly personality.
That's cute. Nice.
So another question, he looks pretty groomed. Do you take him to the groomer often?
Yes. Well, he hasn't gone in a while, but I try to take him every month to pick up.
Okay.
And about how much do you think that would cost every month?
Every month it's about $40.
So you love you.
And I think the most main question is in what way, shape, or form has your dog done service to you, helped you out in life?
He's made me more happier. Gave me more funny moments.
Okay.
He motivates me to get up earlier because he'll start crying and tell me to get up. He has to go outside. So I get up earlier now and I come walk him.
All right, sweet. That's good.
So that's good.
After work.
Yeah.
Motivate you to exercise. And
Yes, and to get out.
Well, that's great, man. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
What's your dog's name?
His name is Paxton.
Paxton.
Boy.
Sweet. How long have you had him?
So exciting. I've had him since June. Yeah.
And did you get him at a dog shelter or did you find him in the streets?
I actually found him on the streets.
Oh.
Yeah. I was picking some furniture up in Bel Air and he was running down the street.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was he in bad condition when you found him or good?
Yeah, he was a little funky.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a patch of hair missing on his face. He looked a little bit like an alien.
He looks nice and healthy.
Goodness. Yeah, for sure. He's like, who are you?
What's one of the things that you mostly love about your dog?
He has a really weird personality. He's just clearly he's a little bit of an oddball.
Yeah.
And he's always like that. And he's always been like that. And he just gets weirder and weirder every single day. That's been fun.
I guess he's one of your best companions. The main question: in what way, shape, or form has your dog done service to you?
I think for me personally, I had a lot of anxiety. And I know one of the things that lowers anxiety is having dogs in the house. And I had had animals growing up my whole life. And when I moved out, I didn't have an animal. And it was kind of a spur of the moment decision to keep him because that really was not my plan. I planned to put him up for adoption. And I just felt so much less anxious when I had him in my house that I couldn't let him go.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
First question: do you have a dog?
I do have a dog.
Okay, sweet. What's its name?
Maya.
Maya?
Yeah, it's a girl. It's named after the singer.
Nice. Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool. How long have you had your dog?
I've had my dog for 5 months.
5 months now?
Yeah.
Okay, did you adopt it or find it somewhere?
Well, a friend gave it to me when she was
really?
born. Yeah, so I've had her since she was a baby.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
What
Nice.
kind of dog is she?
She's a pit bull.
Pitbull? Oh, that's cool. I like it. What's one of the greatest things what's one of the things that you love most about your dog?
My dog is very loyal. She's very friendly. A lot of people think that pit bulls are these mean, nasty creatures, but she's really sweet.
That's cute. Nice. And what's, I'd say, one of the funniest or most embarrassing stories that you have about your dog right now?
Today,
Yeah.
she had her bed, and she wanted to go to the bathroom. I was like, you can't go in the bathroom in the house. And she didn't want to go outside, and she peed in the bed, and she tried to like move it away. And I was like, no, that's your bed. You know, that's what she did.
Okay.
Guilty.
Yeah.
And so far, for having her for 5 months, expenses wise, how would you say that about your dog?
I buy dog food maybe twice a week. Yeah, she's
Okay.
very And then I add some to my apartment rent too. So
And
yeah.
do you take her to get groomed, or?
Sometimes. Well, right now I just kind of wash her at home and stuff like that.
Okay.
But for the most part, yeah.
So in what way, shape, or form, during the time that you had your dog, how has she helped you out in life, or how has she done service to you?
Well, it's kind of before I had her, it was just I ain't gonna say I didn't have responsibility, but I had to take care of somebody else. So I got to make sure she's fine and fed and all that good stuff.
Sweet. Well, that's very great. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
I have 5 dogs.
Okay, and are their names?
Alpha, Bambi, Cleo, BB. I'm missing one. Oh God, Mijiyoko.
Oh, I like that name.
They're all girls.
They're all girls?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
BB's a boy. He's our
Okay.
pit bull Brindle.
So
Yeah.
he's like the big dog.
He's the man of the house.
That's cool. All right. How long have you had them?
Okay, I've had Baby is 15 years old. I had
Oh,
Baby
wow.
for 3 years now. She was my sister-in-law's dog. She passed away, so we took her dog for her.
good.
Yeah, Cleo is 3, Miji is 2, Alpha is 1, BB is a rescue. We rescued him, so we've had him for a year now.
Oh, that's great. What's one of the greatest things that you love about your dog?
They love me.
You love it? That's it?
They're always excited to see me. They're comforting.
So after stressful days.
Oh, I come home to dogs. I come
Oh,
home to
sweet.
5 beautiful dogs who just run up to me.
They're like all your babies.
Yeah, they're my
That's
kids. I don't have kids.
What do you think about service dogs helping society out?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Have you ever come across one?
Of course. I work in a bar, so
Okay.
people come in with their dogs all the time, and they're you can only come inside of a bar with a service dog. So yeah, they're awesome. And just they're so well mannered. It's awesome to see service dogs. I think one of my dogs could possibly be a service dog if she wanted.
I'm guessing that's the husky?
No, it's not actually. It's my Yorkie. She could be a total, as far as emotions go. She's one of those dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she could help someone who has a lot of depressing problems, maybe or something. She's like that. Yeah.
Oh,
she's
sweet.
great.
That's
yeah.
great. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Guys.
Tens of thousands of years ago, before the internet, before the Industrial Revolution, before literature and mathematics, bronze and iron, before the advent of agriculture, early humans formed an unlikely partnership with another animal, the gray wolf. The fates of our two species became braided together. The wolves changed in body and temperament, their skulls, teeth, and paws shrank, their ears flopped. They gained a docile disposition, becoming both less frightening and less fearful. They learned to read the complex expressions that ripple across human faces. They turned into dogs.
Today, dogs are such familiar parts of our lives, our reputed best friends, and subject of what we now call a meme. This makes it easy for us to take them and what they represent for granted. Dogs were the first domesticated animal.
It is fascinating how embedded the lives of dogs and the lives of humans have become. We love our dogs like they were our own children, and we aren't the only ones. Dogs have been present in Old Norse mythology, where they were often buried alongside their Viking masters. In Scandinavian belief, the dog is the guardian of the underworld, and it is thought that one reason for including the dogs in Viking Age burials was to provide a guide for the deceased to lead them to the underworld. This is just another piece of evidence of how much dogs have meant to humans throughout history and how embedded our lives are with theirs. During the 18th century in Western Europe, a gradual change occurred in the relationship between people and their dogs. Canines began to appear as characters in literary works as individuals with emotions and feelings, and increasingly they were depicted alongside their masters in portraits. Generals and officers began to acquire dogs, treasuring them as worthy companions during the long spaces in time where they would be at war and away from their homes and families. Dogs enhanced the lives of countless leaders, beginning with the first leader himself, George Washington. Washington's love for dogs was evidently shown after the Battle of Germantown, Pennsylvania in October 1777. in which British General William Howe's dog, Lila, got confused during the fighting and accidentally ended up with the Continental Army. After Washington identified the dog's owner from the collar, he returned Lila to General Howe's under a momentary flag of truce along with his compliments.
Another general who had a strange passion for dogs was General Charles Lee, who at one time was second in command to George Washington. Lee's favorite dog was a Pomeranian named Spada, who at dinner parties would sit in a chair at the dinner table, and Lee would make all his guests shake hands with Mr. Spada. One of those guests being Abigail Adams, who was also very fond of her own dog, Juno. Based on old ads taken out of the Loyalist Press, a newspaper from New York City during the Revolutionary War, it demonstrates that many lower-level British officers kept dogs of various breeds as companions or guard animals. According to an American soldier named Joseph Martin, there is even an instance where an especially large British bulldog would frequently chase after the cannonballs fired towards the American entrenchments. Dogs played a vital role in the Revolutionary War, not just as soldiers, but as loyal companions during a very difficult time to all. As World War I began, the need for dogs like German Shepherds or the Belgian Malinois were declining in the countryside, and they were soon put to work as guardians, personal protectors, or even as traffickers during the war, due to their high intellect and obedience. They were originally meant to be companions in the trenches, but soon they used them as mercy dogs. These young pups were fully equipped with medical supplies to aid the wounded in battle, and even the gravely wounded soldiers sought and appreciated the company of the mercy dogs in their final moments.
At the start of World War II, dogs from American homes were donated to the war effort, and then the Marine Corps would mold these pets into elite war dogs. They are often assigned to a single person or a handler and are used to silently search and signal their handlers when they sense danger. They could even detect the scent of their enemies up to 1,000 yards away. They were mainly used because they were highly efficient in avoiding detection by the enemy. Many returning U.S. military men brought their service dogs back home with them as they created inseparable bonds with their handlers during service. These dogs were soon trained in law enforcement, and they now can be found guarding homes and property as well as in rescue and police work.
And in modern times, they have adapted to our lifestyles, and they do serious work to help out in our society. We interviewed Deputy David Everton from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office on what it's like to work with his canine.
To Montgomery County Sheriff's Office Canine Division. My canine, my dual purpose patrol canine, my partner, his name is Canine Boeya, spelled B-O-E-Y-A. It's Dutch, I have no idea what it means, but it's cool. The initial training process starts from when they're about 6 weeks old. Okay? Over in Europe, where these dogs are born and raised, we get them when they're usually anywhere from 16 months old to 2 years old. They start from the time they're weaned, from 6 to 8 weeks old. The facility we use is in Denver, Indiana. The dogs are shipped there. We go up there and we pick the dog out. When it's a new handler, we send them there for 6 weeks. They live on the campus. Once they pick their dog, they're there for a total of 6 weeks, and then the training continues on a daily and a weekly basis, a monthly basis. I know that what my dog's capable of doing and what I'm capable of doing, and I'm not going to put myself in a situation where somebody's going to get hurt or the dog's going to get hurt. But we have to continue to train on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. It never stops. Here in just a second, we're going to do a narcotics deployment for the search of a narcotic in an unknown location. whatever country they come from. They're trained in that language from that country. Blijven. Blijven. Flats. Hey. Oh yeah. Oh, go find it. Hey, flats. Go find it. Look it out. Raise his nose just to the ground. Go find it. I'm gonna say he's locked up in odor of a narcotic right there. If you want, he's a passive alert dog. He will sit and stare. Booyah gets a little excited because he's fixing to get paid. He's found the odor of a narcotic. He's excited, and I'm gonna pay him. Good boy. So you see how he indicated the odor of a narcotic? This is a sealed container. A green leafy substance is marijuana. Canine Booyah is trained to detect 5 odors. He's trained to detect marijuana. He's trained to detect cocaine. He's trained to detect methamphetamines, heroin, and ecstasy. Let's go get some water. We've had a long morning. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.